get to it. But as always, make sure you got your music ready to go. Get that started, and we'll get started with a warm-up before we get into our first kettlebell stream. All right. We'll start with our arm circles today. Loosen up those shoulders, important for kettlebell. Establish that range of motion. Switch directions here. Good. And then we'll plant those feet and get a nice little torso twist here. Get ready for any rotational movements. Nice, slow, and controlled here. Don't want to be super jerky through this range of motion. Good. Frankenstein's next. Oh, yeah. Feel that tightness in those hamstrings. Activate those hips. A little bit of a core crunch here as we reach across to that opposite foot with the opposite hand. Good. All right. Shake those legs out. We'll open those hips up here. Important to get that range of motion ready. Pick your poison here. Half kneel position, runner's lunge. If you just want to do a standing quad stretch, if that works for you, go for it. Make sure you get both sides. Switch when your body is ready. Good. Let's get that core and back ready now. Go ahead and run through some cat-cow at your own pace, at your own breath rate. Try to get about 10 cycles or so. Breathing with every movement. Good. And then from this tabletop position, just go ahead, nice and controlled. I want you to reach out with that right arm and lower. Same thing on the left. I just want you to alternate sides here. Nice, slow, and controlled. Get that range of motion in those shoulders here as the rest of the body stays nice and still. And now let's take that range of motion here right into our bird dog. So opposite arm and leg. Crunch in and extend. Just one side right now for about 8 reps. If you get a few more, a few less, that's fine. And over to the other side when you're ready. Oops. Total body activation here. Nice and controlled. Good. Go ahead and make your way back up to standing when you're ready. Let's shake it out here. Get that blood flowing. Let the arms hang. Feel those knees loosen up those ankles as well. Shake it out. Now let's go to butt kickers. Get that heart moving. Get the blood flowing. And right into jumping jacks. Going to keep that heart going for you here. as you get ready for the first round. Give me a few more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Continue to loosen up anything that's feeling tight for you on your own. So I'm going to be holding a kettlebell. Obviously, if you have a dumbbell, picture me with a dumbbell. So first, for exercise. Again, you're kind of not going to know how much time it's going to be for each. Just kind of go with the flow. So first, so this one's going to be a little different. This one you may want a full pair of dumbbells of the same weight for if you are using dumbbells at home. Okay, just for this exercise here. So what we're going to start with here is we're just going to alternate sides for this one. So just keep going side to side. We're going to do a side lunge, and in between our reps, we're going to add an upright row. So obviously, if you have a dumbbell, I'd say you probably want 2 here. That way you can have 1 in each hand. Okay, and go here and row. Okay, so 1 lunge back to center, row in between before you go to the other leg. Next exercise, again, you'll only need 1 dumbbell for this one. Like I said at the beginning, we're going to do a combination exercise here. So if you need to, we're going to combine a push-up with plank pull-through. Okay, so what that's going to look like here with a kettlebell, we're going to start with it behind, let's say, right hand for reference. You're going to reach with your left hand, pick it up, put it down, put the left hand back down, reach with the right, pick it up, put it back down. Okay, so I want that to happen, that past 6 times, and then I want you to do 2 push-ups. So let's just pretend I just did 6 pass-throughs back and forth, and then I'm going to go 1, 2. Okay, if you need to drop to your knees and you're not comfortable, or maybe you're not comfortable with your hand on that kettlebell, just normal push-ups. Okay, and make sure if you are using that kettlebell for support, or you want that extra challenge for the push-up, you got to make sure you get it to the other side, so you're not always doing the one side the whole time. Okay, so we've got that, and then we'll stay laying down here, and we'll do pullovers. So again, this one, experiment with what's comfortable for you. I like the handle down on the kettlebell here. Okay, but again, kind of personal preference, and then we'll stand up for swings. Okay, so I'll remind you as we get here. It's a lot to remember, 4 exercises, but we're starting with that side lunge and upright row. If you're using dumbbells, you'll probably want 2 here. Okay, just alternate legs. 3, 2, 1, begin. Side lunge back to center, upright row. Other way, push, upright row. Push, upright row. For that upright row, make sure you're not scrunching those shoulder blades. You're not, shrugging that neck, I meant. Make sure those elbows don't get too high above your chin. Think about a little bit more coming towards the chest, so you're still squeezing those shoulder blades here. Keep that going. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Plank pull through with push-ups. Remember, 6 times back and forth. Okay, and then add the 2 push-ups. If you are using that kettlebell to make your push-up harder, make sure the next time you go through it ends up on the left, or the opposite side, sorry. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, begin. High plank, pull it over, set it down. Other hand, pull it through, set it down. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to stay in my high plank with my hand on the kettlebell. 1, 2. Put that hand back down. Start over. 1. Your goal here is to keep those hips as still as you can as you're pulling that dumbbell or kettlebell through. Okay? And again, if you are using that weight, make sure it gets to the other side so you're not doing the same off-balance push-up every time. Maybe you need to drop to your knees. Maybe you're not even using the kettlebell. That's fine. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, flip it over. Pullovers here. Again, you guys all know how to do it with dumbbells. Kettlebell, I personally prefer to hold this way. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze up. Got to have that tight core here so we can feel that, those lats squeeze, feel that chest squeeze. Make sure we only have a slight bend in the elbows here. Only reach back as far as your shoulders are comfortable. Again, tight core here is key. And then connect your mind with that chest, with those lats as you squeeze up. Keep it going here. 10 more seconds. As many reps as you can, remember. 3, 2, 1. Good. Go ahead, make your way to standing. We've got normal kettlebell swings here, okay? So again, if you have a dumbbell, I recommend holding it by the head of the dumbbell like this. Okay, 3, 2, 1, begin. Should take you a couple reps to get to your full range of motion here because we're not using our arms. This is all momentum from our heels driving into the floor, our hips snapping, our glutes firing, core is constantly braced. We only need to bring the kettlebell up to eye height. Eyes follow the kettlebell. That'll help you with that hip hinge motion, very similar to your deadlift. And again, make sure we aren't overextending at the top. It should just be a tight core squeeze and a tight glute squeeze. We don't want to be finishing way back here. Your arms are just guiding the weight here. Your arms should not be getting too tired. If they are, you're not using enough of your lower body. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, quick breather, quick breather. We're going to go through those 4 again. Hopefully I don't have to talk quite as much because you know what you're doing now. So reminder, we got side lunges, alternating sides with upright row in between. We got the plank pull through, push up combo. We got pullovers and swings. Let me know if if something's not making sense. Doing my best to make it work here for the dumbbells. Shouldn't be too different, but take another few seconds here to catch your breath. And then we're back to that side lunge, upright row. All right, let's get ready to get back to it. Side lunge, upright row in between legs. 3, 2, 1, begin. Out, push back to center, row before you go to the other side. Push. There should be no step in between. Push, okay? What I don't want to see is that, a little half step in between. Get out there, challenge that range of motion, push yourself back up, drive that heel into the ground. It's not like a squat here. It's completely okay for your chest to fall. Work on that hip hinge. Again, kind of similar to a deadlift. The chest can fall. Couple more. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, make your way down to your mat. Plank pull through. Remember, 6 pull throughs. Okay, and then 2 push-ups. Make sure you are pulling the weight through, okay? So if the weight starts behind your right hand, you need to be grabbing it with your left, pulling it through, setting it down, setting the left hand down. And then we pull through. So make sure we're pulling through, not pushing the weight through. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, begin. High plank. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep those hips still. 5, 6, and push up. 1, 2, and go again. Again, Because of 6, it may not end up on that other hand. Just make sure it gets to that other hand if you are utilizing that unbalanced push-up. Keep those hips still. That's the key here when we're doing these pull-throughs. If you're having trouble balancing, a little wider base can help. Couple more here. 3, 2, 1. Good. Flip it over for pullovers. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Inhale down. Exhale, squeeze up. Keep that core engaged. Focus on those lats, which run down your sides, your back, and then that chest as well. Nice and controlled here. Especially if your weight's heavy, you can get work on the way down as those muscles lengthen, keep them contracted. Keep going. A few more reps here. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Make your way back to standing. We'll finish the round with swings again. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Again, couple reps to get that momentum built because we don't want our arms doing all the work. Got to have that core engaged, just like our deadlift. Want a nice flat back. We don't want to lose that back, lose those shoulders. And you got to do this with some force to make sure we're not using all our arms, okay? So a swing really is a powerful, explosive movement, okay? You can't go through this slow or the weight's not going to move itself and you're going to have to rely too much on your arms. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. All right. Hopefully that went okay for you. Take a quick breather here. And now we'll get a new set of 4 exercises. Okay. So this one will have quite a few single arm stuff and a couple overhead things. So again, it's a lot easier, a lot safer. If you have your dumbbells, that's fine. Where I do get concerned with the safety was with those swings when I can't see you, as well as, you know, more just advice that it is a little uncomfortable to have a kettlebell on your wrist here. Some people can't do it. Some people don't like it. So again, if that's bothering you, just switch to a dumbbell. Okay, so quickly, next 4 exercises. Squat and press, single-sided. So here we go. Squat, press. Obviously, you can have a dumbbell. Great one where a dumbbell does the same thing. Okay, now we're going to go staggered stance. Bent over rows on each side. And then we're going to go single-handed swings. Okay, nothing different here on form. All right, and then going down to our mat, we're going to do a half get up. So a half get up, I have the weight in my right hand here. So I'm going to have my right knee up. See how that matches? Left leg straight, left arm out extended. And my eyes are going to follow. My eyes are going to follow the kettlebell here. Use your left hand here for support. Try to keep this arm as straight as you can. That's why you want to look at the kettlebell. Up onto the elbow, push with the other hand. I should probably show you the other side. So left arm, left knee up, right leg straight, right arm straight, up onto the elbow, finish with the push, break it down the same way, nice and slow. Okay, we'll do that one each side, obviously. I see a comment, can't read from here. Yes, your 15-pound kettlebell for overhead stuff might be a little heavy. not to brag, but you know, my 15-pound one's my light one. I got my 25-pound here, but that's not a big deal. Definitely substitute a dumbbell, especially for overhead stuff. The kettlebell might be a little heavy, just the way the weight is dispersed compared to a dumbbell. Okay, so let's start right hand first. Okay, we're gonna do squat to press in the right hand. Just picture I have a dumbbell if that's what you have. Okay, we're gonna go 30 seconds each side. 3, 2, 1, begin. Squat, use the legs, press. So a thruster. Squat, use the legs, press. I just want you to get I want you to get as close as you can to a full range squat here. Explode up out. Let your let your legs move that weight for you. Looks the exact same with a dumbbell. Think about your normal squat form. You might get a little bit out of the heels. Just make sure you're not completely on those toes. 3, 2, 1. Good. Work your way over to the left-hand side. 3, 2, 1. Go. Squat, drive. Squat, drive, and press. Again, you might have a tendency here with weight on one side to tip over or to sink the hips back. We want to be mindful of that. We want to maintain our straight lines. So that's why the single stuff is good to challenge that core, as well as the rest of the alignment and stability in our body. A couple more. 3, 2, 1. All right, back to right hand. Single arm row. Okay, so take that staggered position. Your hand can be on your knee here, but you want to try to be as close, get that back as close to parallel as you can. 3, 2, 1, go. Drive with that elbow. Squeeze that shoulder blade at the top. As many reps as you can here. Make sure we're not standing way up here, right? Because that's not going to get any of our back. We got to get close to parallel to the ground. 3, 2, 1. Good. Switch your stance here. Left arm, other arm. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Again, nice light grip on the weight. Drive with that elbow. Squeeze that shoulder blade. Notice how the weight's finishing here by my pocket, not up here where my shoulder's all scrunched up. Keep that shoulder pulled back. 10 seconds. Rep it out. Again, your goal is as many reps as you can while controlling that weight. A couple more here. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, switch the weight back to the right hand. So this one, if you are doing a single, this is one where you might want to hold the dumbbell normally versus the top, like I said previously, for the swings. Free hand can be out to the side. It can be out on the hip. I like out to the side. It's easier to tell if you're tipping over for me. So, which again, we don't want to be, you'll have a tendency to go like this, and then you'll have a tendency to let it drag you down. We got to challenge that core to stay relatively upright. 3, 2, 1, go. Right hand swing. Again, it should take you a couple reps to get to that range of motion. Again, always stay connected to that kettlebell. Shouldn't really feel ever too much slack. A little bit at the top. It should feel weightless, but then we got to quickly reconnect as we absorb it. Again, staying nice and upright. 3, 2, 1. Take a few seconds to get it to your left hand. 3, 2, 1, go. Make sure sure you're breathing here. Inhale, absorb, exhale, squeeze. Again, it's going to be tempting here to overextend. Make sure we're not doing that. A couple more reps here. Keep it going. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, let's go down to our mat. Again, dumbbell works here. Just picture me holding a dumbbell. We'll start in our right hand. Right arm up. Right knee up. Arm is straight up in the air, perpendicular to the floor. Your eyes follow that weight the whole time. You want that left arm extended. You're using that left arm. Do not feel like you have to not use that arm. I want you to use it. Our first movement is up onto that elbow, and then we push off to finish. Then you break it down the same way. 3, 2, 1, begin. Up to that elbow, push to the top. Break it down under control. Notice how my arm stayed perpendicular to the floor almost the entire time. That's what we're going for here. So you want to keep your eyes on that kettlebell. Again, you are supposed to use that left arm. This would be very challenging depending on your weight that you're holding without that left arm. 3, 2, last one. Good. All right. Breather. Get it over the other side. I am sweating. All right. So left hand, left knee up, right leg straight, right arm extended to your side. 3, 2, 1. Go up to the elbow, finish, push, break it down. Keep going. You got 10 seconds left. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Fortunately, we're going to have to end there. We didn't get through that second one twice. I apologize, but I knew that was going to happen. I was going to do way too much explaining, which was my hesitancy with kettlebell, because I want to make sure you guys are okay safety-wise and equipment-wise. But as you can tell, I still worked really hard. So hopefully you still got a decent workout out of that, even with me talking half the time. Maybe it's because I'm talking and working out while I'm out of breath, but slow that breathing down here. And we'll stretch it out. When you're ready, join me in the hamstring stretch here down the middle. Sink into it here, ease into it. And go ahead and roll it up nice and slow. Big inhale once you get to the top and reach and hold. Exhale off to the left side. And back to the center. Roll it up nice and slow. Inhale, reach. Exhale off to the other side. And back to center to roll it up one last time, nice and slow. Feel every vertebra come up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fall. We'll just go with a standing quad stretch today. So grab a spot on the wall if you need it for some balance, or a chair. Try to keep those hips pressing forward. You can always do the half kneel hip and quad stretch here as well if you're not comfortable with the balance. Shake it out before, go ahead and switch legs when you're ready. Good. All right, one soft knee, one straight leg. Runner's calf and hamstring stretch here. Reach wherever's comfortable. Shin, toe. If you're not flexible like me, you can use a little assistance from the hands to keep that leg straight above the knee. Make sure you're not pressing directly on your knee. Pull that toe towards your face. When you're ready, go ahead and switch. Good. All right, cross body stretch. Give yourself a hug, roll that wrists out. Important if you were using a kettlebell today and from those high plank exercise. Switch when you're ready. Roll that other wrist out as well. Now let's look over our right shoulder. Use your hands for some extra range of motion. Slowly twist to that right side. Looking back as far as we can. Feel that stretch along the left side of your neck and chest as well. Keep those shoulders as straight as you can as you twist. Or as in line, I should say, versus letting them round. That'll help feel that left side of the neck stretch. Slowly unwind. Same thing on the other side. Good. And then we'll finish with our chest opener. Again, options to either interlock the hands behind the back and push that chest through, or if you want a little deeper stretch, one arm out on the wall at a time. Lean forward and into that as comfortable. Hold it as long as you need to here. Everybody holds their tension a little different in that chest. Just do make sure you get both sides for a similar amount of time. After you've done those stretches, feel free to stretch some more on your